Hey, what's up, you guys? Ophiuchus, your turn. For sure, definitely gonna read for Ophiuchus today. I know this is my first time going through um, these zodiacs, but definitely wanted to do Ophiuchus. Um, Pretty sure it's gonna continue. I'm not sure on that just because, let things flow to see how it works. So, definitely gonna try it out today, though. So, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna be checking out your current energy, challenges and blessings around you, and then also the outcome and advice. We're going to be looking at that with the prism tarot, or prism oracle, sorry. And then clarifying it with the hermetic tarot, which is actually going to be new today. It's my favorite deck, one of my favorite decks actually, and I couldn't find it, and my sister found it for me, so thank you very much. Hermetic tarot to clarify instead of the light seers today. I'm sorry about that. I hope that's okay. I think it's okay. And then clarifying a little more at the end with the gilded reverie, the gilded reverie lenormand expanded edition. You didn't need all that, but let's see what you got going on in the current energy with the prism. Get some current feelings. Uh-oh. A little bit of fear. What's going on with that? I like this card. It has the doorway. So, but the doorway is dark, so it's like there is an exit way out of this fear. And I love that the card always shows that. Let's see what your challenge is. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh so much. Mystery. I saw both of these when I was just like cleaning up and pre-shuffling. What in the world? Mystery and fear. So So definitely having some fear because there's some mystery within whatever's going on. We'll clarify that with the tarot. But definitely having a little bit of fear because of something that's just like unclear to you right now. Interesting. I find most interesting. First of all, these are really dark cards. So this might be like a deeper lesson that you're going through. So it might come out with like a deeper reward, which is always pretty cool. But I see that doorway and the fear, and when I look at the mystery card, it's like you see how like there's like an opening in between these two. It's like that's that doorway. And maybe going through that, like, it's interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, God, I don't know if you guys seen The Wheel of Time yet. The Amazon Prime original. Oh my God, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good, and maybe I'll, like, rewatch it and won't feel the same way. I don't know, who knows. Maybe I'll like it even more. But I think, right now, I love it. And it's really cool because they go through this town at some point. I don't want to spoil it, but they go through this town. And it's like a sort of an infected town. The whole, like, it's magic, so the town is sort of infected, and it kind of infects their minds, makes them sort of think and like want to like harm each other. It's really gross, but like it's a really like dark, unknown place. But as soon as like the day comes up, it sort of like goes away. It's really interesting, I believe. And I don't know, they like, I don't know. It's this huge thing. So it's basically like they had to like survive the night, and sort of like this is that situation where you had to like sort of like survive that dark situation, and coming out on the other side is gonna make you like stronger. But I just see some fear and some mystery. Let's see what your blessing is, though. Definitely. A bunch that flew out. There's a bunch that flew out. There's like an anxiety, movement, reflection, happiness, whatever those could mean for you. I'm gonna fix these because Jesus Christ. And strength. So some sort of like getting your head clear. I see passion coming out too. So getting your head clear and like, ooh. Okay, they won't let me like let it go, so there's energy. That's your blessing. Oh my goodness. That might be a good way to get out of some fear and some anxiety and some mind stuff. Is definitely some good energy, and like energy that's like boosting. What did I forget? My Jimmy Neutron card. So this is like a blast, you know what I'm saying? This is a blast of energy. I love that I love calling it my Jimmy Neutron card. It's like, and I noticed and realized, of course, because it's like an atom. It's an atom, or like that's like and when you think of the word atom, or when I think of the word atom, first of all, like science, and then like I think of atom creation, And like that's it's the same boat where it's like it's a creation, it's a thought, it's a power, it's a surge, it's a you know. I believe that that'll get you through some fear right now. Let me see what you got in your outcome, because I believe that'll be important. Ooh, hunger. And I was just thinking that because, man, I'm hungry. Hunger. With energy, for sure. Oh my god, it's like going through some sort of a darker space, but then coming out with energy and like wanting to move towards something. Like you see, this atom is like, it almost like it expanded into like this ball. And like it's not as like, I know the lines are missing, but it's almost like it doesn't need those anyway. Like it expanded. It's something huger. I don't know. Because going from red to orange is definitely like a progression upwards. Oh, we got confidence at the bottom. Hello. Hello. I do like that. I do like that. Man, we gotta clarify with the Hermetic Tarot. I want to go live on this channel so bad. It's gonna be so fun. Just like sit there and like, I don't know, because with going live, it's less of a structure, so I can just like pull some random ass. What's going on? Like some peek into, get nosy, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got with fear with the Hermetic Tarot. What's going on with fear? With the Page of Cups. Uh-oh. And the Page of Wands. They're both pages. Wow. So learning something new. Learning something new about your emotions, learning something new about your passions, like putting that together. It's definitely like a new learning field, so that could be really freaky. The Queen of Wands. What do I see here? Yeah. I see Aries as well, so starting something. I see, that's where like imagination meets action. So it might be something that you're trying to create, and it's like a new learning field. Why is there fear? Uh-oh. We'll see. It's really just like not initially standing out. Why is there fear? I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Wands. So you got two queens here and two pages. What in the hell, y'all? What in the hell? Okay, see, so I would show you, I'm going to show you these. I'm so sorry. I know these are like very weird cards, but I do like these a lot. You got the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. And then you also have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So interesting. It's like, I definitely see self-care with also like soul care. And it's like a new learning environment. Two of Cups. Hello. Maybe something to do with relationships, like the way that the way that you give and take. Something new about that. Not letting. It's almost like learning how to create for yourself, and not letting, like, you know, not doing too much for other, where you're like in detriment of yourself, you know. And that could be like a new learning environment. It could feel unknown, like if it's something that you haven't done before, where like you're used to like taking on, and you know, with ophiuchus, with that whole serpent bear, and like I learned, and I did some research in it, and it's more of like ophiuchus is like the one who lets you vent. If you notice, the constellation is like a teapot, so it's like when you think about teapots and like tea, you think about friendship, and you think about, or at least I think about friendship. I think about like people gathering around, you know. So it's like that person who lets you vent, and the person who like lets you like let that steam out. You know what I'm saying? So you could be a person who just like lets people let the steam out, and you just like take it all on and hold a lot of weight. And so now like self-care and creating for yourself is like is the new wave for you, babe. But it might be difficult, you know, because it's not like what you're used to. because you're used to, you know, like you're more so that you got to let your own steam out with yourself, you know. That might be not what you're used to because you're used to letting other people do that and then being there for them, you know. Let's see what you got with mystery. Oh, Two of Wands. What else with mystery? The Sun, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, what is up with that? King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Venus and Scorpio. It could be a mystery what direction you're going in. Of course. There is clarity coming. But it just seems like the challenge is trying to figure out what... With the Seven of Cups, that's choices and, you know, understanding what you value. Going through every bit of part of you, trying to figure out what and you know what interests you, what you value, what you like to do. With love here too, it's like what you love to do. And the King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles here in mystery, it's almost like, because what would that be, like Aries and Taurus? Yeah, it's almost like it feels like it's a mystery to you what you value, at least at this current moment, or like not a mystery what you value, but it's like you're still figuring that out too. And sometimes sometimes you can be the one to go around helping people figure out what they value, you know, helping them get all that mess off their plate, and then they're like, oh, now I know what I value, and then like you go home at the end of the day and like all that you've done is help someone else, and that's not a bad thing. Of course, it's a great thing, but like you got to do that for yourself too. So I think it's just a mystery figuring out like what you value and what, you know, and now you're having to realize what you're more responsible for too with the King of Pentacles. Like you're responsible for yourself, not just everybody else, but you're responsible for like the serpent bearer lifts lifts people's egos, and like, because the snake is like a representative of the ego to some people in some sort, so it's like it lifts all that mess out of you and ascends your consciousness in a sense. That's what the serpent bearer would do. That's what ophiuchus would do. So it's like now you are like more responsible for putting that in yourself, lifting that snake out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Rising that consciousness with yourself. Might be a bit of a mystery though. So like, you know, of course, not what you're used to. Might be a bit of a challenge right now. Let's check the blessing with energy. What do we gotta give with some energy? Uh-oh, shit. I knew it was coming. Cause I was like, damn, like this energy is like, it's so interesting because it's good, but it's like, I can tell that y'all are like stressed a little bit. With energy we have strength, like that's straight up, like that makes sense. So some sort of a strength to push through some unknown. There's Leo there too, so there's Leo, and then there's also the Six of Cups. So I think of like childhood. Also, I think of protection as well. So protection, like protecting your inner child, but then you also being protected while you're protecting. You know what I'm saying? You're protecting all the things that matter to you within you, and like that inner child, that you're protecting those dreams, those wishes, and all that, and you're being protected on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that energy. You also have the King of Wands. Hello. So some sort of like I feel like some sort of like a passion, some sort of like a, what is that right there? That's Cancer, and that's, oh no. This card is interesting. So with King of Wands and strength, I see Leo there for sure. So like some sort of like I feel like a project or presentation. Hello, my baby. The Six of Wands. That's victory, baby. So, King of Wands, Six of Wands, and strength. It's almost like you are putting on sort of a presentation. You're being victorious within it, and that's awesome. I feel like this sort of thing that you're doing, where you're lifting this issue out of yourself, you might be doing it creatively, possibly, or if not creatively, you're at least like expressing it in a way. That could be anything. You can express something through a blog. You can express something, you know, by putting chalk on a sidewalk. You can express something anyway, but like however you're expressing it, it's just like you're letting people know, or you're not letting people know, but you're doing it for yourself. That's letting yourself know, and that's also letting other people know too. It's cool. It's like an expression of some sort. But you're victorious in it, which is sick. What else do we have for energy? Because I want to know what the energy is about. So moving forward with the chariot, hello. The chariot's also Cancer. So this could be like some sort of a, ooh, in the world. Wow. So this is almost changing you. This is almost like you're completing something, and you're completing a process within like your entire, like this is like a big process. There's a chariot in the world right here. I know these are weird cards, I'm so sorry. With the world and the chariot, the world here, I see bunch of stuff. Saturn, some lessons that you were learning, and you're putting, and you're presenting, you're sort of like showing, it's like these lessons that you're learning, the way that you the way that there's like, the way that you champion other people, and you show them really how they can be better versions of themselves. You're you're championing yourself now. That's, yo. And with the Six of Wands, you're championing yourself in such a beautiful way. Because you imagine, think of all the things you do for other people. Think of that gorgeous about it. Like, I know, like, tea might not be the best example, but I love tea, so this is like my best example. But think of the best pot of tea that you've made for someone, or like think of the best breakfast or something. Like, I don't know if you're like a caretaker, but if there is in that sense, like think of the best thing you've made for someone, and then like think of the time that maybe you've made it for yourself, or like imagine making it for yourself, It's like, I don't know. I don't know. This year I've started making myself. This year I've started making myself some of the most best breakfasts, and I can remember like years, and maybe like a couple years ago, back when I had like friends that I used to like live with or hang with, I would like make them amazing breakfast, and I make myself breakfast too, but I make them like a gorgeous breakfast, put so much effort into it, and I don't know, I wasn't putting as much effort into myself, and it was cool, and it was appreciated, of course, I think, you know, but I appreciate myself a lot more now that I can whip myself up. You know what I'm saying? Like a chef style, like complete chef style breakfast, complete with the tea and everything. Of course, hell yeah. You know, there's something about giving that to yourself that's gonna be like you're like, I don't know, the championing of yourself. It's gonna be nice. Straight up victorious too. There's like, with the world here too, baby. Let's see what you have with hunger in your outcome. You know, get some little more advice with the lenormand, and then get you out of here. Six of Cups still came out. Six of Cups with hunger. So something about the Six of Cups, it's emotional always. With the cups, and with the sixes, it's about aligning your past with your present and your future. So it's like, what do you want now emotionally? What did you want emotionally in the past, and like, what do you want in the future? So with the Six of Cups, it's about, with that hunger, it's like, what really, your outcome is almost like finding out and like aligning yourself, understanding what you wanted in the past, and like understanding that part, understanding what you want for the future, and like not just like wishing for the future, but making it happen right now is what I feel with that, like red going to orange, just like making it happen right now. And then you got a contract card, which I like in this deck. I always keep it in this deck. Some decks I take it out because it's like an ugly card, but this deck is like, in this one, for me, and I don't know what it is about me, but I just love this deck because it feels like so, like, I don't know, old and like regal and like, but like, I don't know. So I read this, and some of it doesn't make sense quite yet, but take its time, you know what I'm saying? So in time it'll make more sense. But I know this card is about, we call this a contract card because it's about the contract that you make with yourself and the commitment that you make with yourself, and because it's like the card that like committed to making the entire tarot. It's one of the, it's like this, either the first or last card, I'm not sure what it is, but I know it's like the contract. So it's about the commitment you make to yourself and how that's like it's a massive card because like it's a massive commitment to self to be able to understand the full journey of self in order to, that's why it's cool. So the Six of Cups in a contract, it's definitely like a lock-in, like an alignment with yourself, an alignment with I just saw 2012 on the counter, and that's a tattoo I got on my arm because, and I say this, and I don't talk about this, but like, no, 2012 was a great year, and I think about that year of my life where I like that year because it's a year that I really got into creativity in a sense, and so I think about that past version and I align it with myself now because I still live in that creativity, of course, with the adult version of myself. But you know what I'm saying? That's what that Six of Cups energy is like, and that's what that contract feels like. It's like you're locking in to moving towards who you want to be, and not just like wishing for it, but living in it. That's sick. Let's get one more. Seven of Wands, standing up for it. That Six of Wands to Seven of Wands, that's victory and literally like defending it no matter what. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And that might have to be needed just a bit because like, sometimes when you're a super caretaker, it can be people can want you to take care of them still, and like of course help people that need help all the time, of course, but balance it out by not like giving too much of yourself, still champion yourself, don't neglect yourself, because of course like you still got those people, you still got those parts of you that need you too, so you can't be neglecting them for other people. You can take care of them and then take care of other people, or balance it out, both as multitask as you will, you know yourself, you do you. But what is not going to happen is neglecting yourself for other people, It's no. Let's get you some going, a little bit of clarification, I believe, a little advice, I believe. I wanted to see just a bit on what the fear is, what's going on with this fear with lenormand. Six of Pentacles, the Clover. So balance. Interesting. The 2 is also about luck. So this could be about balance in relationships. And maybe you feel, because with the Clover, I'm not feeling much on the luck part, but I am feeling about the relationships and the balance. Let's see what else on this was. Because the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, which I talked about earlier. And the 2s are about how we connect with ourselves and how we reflect that with how we connect with other people. It's about balancing out both parts of ourselves. Ooh, and the King of Pentacles. So some sort of responsibility. There might be a fear about some sort of responsibility within relationships. And you're just trying to flow, You're not trying to be stuck, I think. Stuck within some sort of like a... Stuck within some sort of what? Something that eats you up, something that makes you have to like fight harder than you need to. The mice, kind of what they do is like they kind of, and it's a 5, so something that has to change too. The mice are something that like sort of just eat your food, eat your clothes, and they go and hide. Oh, and there are teapots in the back of this. So there might be people that you really like that vent to you, that really like use you for like help, and then like they just use you up too much and they go and hide and don't help you back. That has to change. That's a 23, that's a 5, that has to change. And it's a 5, and it has to change because with 5s it's about the self. So like, what do you want for yourself? You want that? You want people to come and keep eating your food and keep eating your shit and then like give you nothing back? With all due respect, that's totally fine, you do you, of course, always at the end of the day, but what I would recommend is to not do that, because that's not, 1, it's not healthy, and 2, it's just not fair to you, I believe this sign probably does think about Scorpio that comes right behind it. Scorpio is such a healer in such a nice way, it's so transformative. Ophiuchus is just a shade off. It's like that red to the orange. It's just a shade off where it's like it's a healer, But I didn't mention this. Ophiuchus is the only, not the only, one of the only human aspects of this guy. Because I believe, I could be wrong, but Ophiuchus was a human who was a healer. So it's like, you guys are different because like you guys aren't like a zodiacal transformative sort of sign. You're a human transformative sign. So that can be even tougher. That can be physically tougher, you know, because it's like, it's so spiritual, but it's so human. It's interesting. You gotta take care of yourself. Let's see what we have with. I'm gonna see about this energy. See what's going on with energy real quick. Like, why you're getting this energy. Ooh, compass direction. 42. It's like the number of the universe, I believe. You know, I like that. So, direction, and with the universe, like a direction that's gonna change your life. Didn't want to say that, but it felt like it needed to be said. So, direction is gonna change your life, for sure. And it's energy. And with the dice, 39, maybe some sort of a chance you're gonna have to take. But also, like, it's about values and like what you would take chances on. 39 is a 12, which is a 3. So some sort of that's gonna be some with a 3 that's like the birth of something, but also like the connection, like when things connect, when things come together, when things are like sort of like cogs in a wheel. It's gonna put you in a new direction. It's gonna like start the time of something. That's what I feel, like starting the time of something. And with that 3, the 3 is like a contract sort of a thing, because it's like 2 people and like 1 contract. That's how it's like. That's why it's like that 3 of Pentacles sort of vibe I'm feeling. So it's gonna put you in and with that contract, y'all, somebody got a contract coming. It's probably something that's gonna like really like, ooh, buddy, like the opportunities you find for other people, it's great, but you're doing this for yourself now. So you've got opportunities just coming out the woo-ha, you know what I'm saying? And you've got some sort of like an important contract coming through too. That's beautiful. Let's see what we got with advice, and we're gonna head out. Okay. One advice from the Prism Oracle, real quick, please. Surrender to the process. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Something you're having to surrender to. I'll try with the lenormand. Surrender is nice because it's like you've done like. Surrender is that card that when you get it, it's like you know that you've done the absolute best, and like you're the only reason you're having to surrender is because it's not up to you, you know. And that's good because you've literally done like, it could be, your advice could be like, do more, like you're not doing enough, you know what I'm saying? Like the advice is that you've done literally everything that you can, and the only thing that you can do now is keep creating, keep living your life and surrender to the process. 27 to 29, interesting. With surrender, the letter, and the woman. So again, I feel like some sort of a contract. Maybe there's a woman involved, but also like information from some sort of a woman. Also, I feel an advancement going from 27 to 29, but like an advancement where like you can even skip a step because like you've been there, done that. So there's a process that you're having to surrender to, but you know, it's not a process that you're not used to. This is interesting. And with the woman and the letter, it's almost like continue to write. That's advice, because that's probably good for your healing. But then also tapping into the I don't want to just say feminine side, but tapping into the inside and understanding what you feel on, you know, tapping into what you feel and sort of transcribing that so you can really understand yourself and really transform, you know. And we talked about the story, creation, sorry. And with the 17, that's healing. Ooh, this is some deep healing. And something new birthing out of you because of it. With the 17, that's an 8. And with the 8, that's about how things. Ooh. One more. What do we have with the stork? That's the Queen of Cups as well. We have the Owl, the 7 of Pentacles. So some sort of a birth, some sort of a creation, some sort of a plan. Information coming into you quick. I'm interested. I'm gonna just look. That's, ooh, and there's the 8 again. So something ending for something else to begin. That's what I'm feeling for that for sure. Knight of Pentacles, it's freeing you up. Holy shit, it's definitely freeing you up. And that death process with like Ophiuchus being so close to Scorpio, that's definitely for sure. This is amazing. This is awesome, guys. Take care of yourselves. That's definitely the biggest thing here. But that's gonna lead to like pulling that transformation out of you. That's what I see. It's at the bottom here. Disruption. Don't let nobody disrupt your process. Don't let nobody disrupt your transformation. Get your space. For sure. And create. Continue to create. Ideation is about new creations, especially new creations that are successful. With that 6 of Wands. Y'all are awesome. This is amazing. I will see you guys possibly next time. You got beautiful energy here. Like I feel like I really understood like that Ophiuchus energy, especially having to research it a little bit before. So I'm glad that I did a bit of that, and I definitely felt that. So I hope it helps. Definitely check out any other video on this channel if you want to, for sure. And if not, you know, YouTube's a fun place. Go have a ball. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Okay, I'll see you guys later.